I've been watching this game called dog training for the last 15 years, and let me tell you something, I'm not impressed. 15 years ago, treats were a tool of last resort. Use treats, train the dog, then get rid of the treats. 15 years ago was a use it and lose it proposition. Here we are 15 years later, as always leave the treat bag on, always have a treat bag on your side, has now become an insurance policy. 15 years ago, e-collars, prongs, crates, muzzles, and everything else were a tool of last resort. Use the tool, train the dog, get rid of the tool. Here we are 15 years later, now it's an insurance policy. Always leave it on. Why bother taking the e-collar off? Why bother taking the prong off? To always have your dog locked in a crate. It's not just demanded. It's fully expected now. It's demanded now. What happened? Larry Crone, back in August 2020, made a post to his Facebook group or Facebook page, and you can go read it yourself, okay? This is full admittance to what they've done. They're bragging about what they've done. Robert Cabral is bragging about what he's done, okay? And this shit needs to stop. Let's have a read, shall we? It's been many years since I started preaching to pet dog trainers about learning from top-level sport dog trainers. This is exactly what's been going on. IGP trainers got into the Facebook groups, they got into every freaking venue and started pushing their tools and treats and everything else. What you know as positive reinforcement is part of the 4 quadrants of dog training, which is IGP. Okay? B.F. Skinner had nothing to do with the quadrants of dog training. B.F. Skinner railed against punishment, but that's all dog training is today. It's always punishment. I truly believe that so many are ineffective because they tend to learn from YouTube dog trainers, and that's not, they're great marketers, but not in reality the best dog trainers. Here we go. IGP took over the entire dog training industry for the last 15 years, and Larry Crone himself admits that he's been preaching to pet dog trainers about learning from the top-level sport dog trainers, okay? To see the genius of IGP. Larry Crone, I'm willing to bet, is like Robert Cabral, and he couldn't even define the word behavior, but 20 years ago, they crossed over, they got out of the frickin' lane, they jumped out of the IGP training arena, and they got into the behavior ring. Why? Because that's where the money is. Now all of a sudden, we're seeing dog trainers like Larry Crone, Robert Cabral, and others, they got their own stores online. Now we have, insert trainer name here, sponsored by some dog training product. Incredible, isn't it? And I have a problem with that. Does anybody else? Okay? It's not a popular opinion, and it's not an insult to anybody, but to give dogs a better chance for success. Really. IGP dog trainers in the behavior ring that can't even define the word behavior, and they've killed millions of dogs in the last 15 years just since I've been watching it, and it's been going on for 20 years. Robert Cabral himself admitted to creating the pet care conglomerate. Robert Cabral did a video. He stated on video that he grew up modestly, but now he lives in Malibu, California. I wonder what happened there. That didn't come cheap, did it? He's made a lot of money off this crap. And it's an $80 billion industry, and Robert Cabral will tell you point blank that dog training has a huge slice in that pie. This is the reason why he calls people like me a cult. They don't want any part of it. They don't want any part of me. Robert Cabral is selling t-shirts and glasses and mugs and stuff like that, saying that dog training or science doesn't belong in dog training. But yet they blame B.F. Skinner. I'm trying to bring B.F. Skinner back into the training ring. But they won't allow it. That's the reason why they're scared shitless of me. This is the reason why Larry Crone and Robert Cabral will not utter my frickin' name. They know full well who I am. And I'm going to get into the a post on Robert Cabral's page with all of the with Alex Dittman, the whole 9 yards. You got positive reinforcement trainers working again together with IGP trainers. Okay? Let's go on. Many will say, well, I'm not a sport dog trainer. It doesn't matter. The genius is in that world, like it or not. The genius is in IGP. IGP is everything. And IGP has taken over the entire system of what you know as dog training and has caused the entire shit show that you see today. Okay? How many dogs that right now are being diagnosed aggressive and reactive? There's no such thing. Aggression and reactivity is not a diagnosis. That's the reality. But yet every dog is getting to be diagnosed aggression and reactive. Why? Because it's scaring dog owners. When you're scared of your dog, that's now creating a trauma bond. Your fear is creating that trauma bond with your dog. And dog trainers are mercilessly preying on your fear to sell you dog training packages. I'm not selling a damn thing. All I'm doing is pushing psychology. And they're trying to shut me up. They're trying to shut me down. They're scared of people like me. There's a reason for this, okay? Yep. And then keep on going. The genius is in that world, like it or not. Here's just a few people I highly recommend you check out to have programs you can pay for online. Of course, it's all about money. When they diagnose your dog aggressive, which is not, the dog is actually having a cortisol response, which is your fight or flight. Fight being aggression, flight being flight or reactivity, correct? It's a cortisol response. It's a hormonal response. It's an emotional response to something in the environment. What are your emotions? What are the dog's emotions? It's your instincts. Your instincts, your emotions are what control your behaviors. And it's all controlled by the brain. Stay tuned. I'm going to be getting further into this. This is all fully admittance. Larry Crone admits to what he did. Robert Cabral admits to what he did. They admitted that they took IGP dog training and they took over the entire arena of dog training. Okay? And we're going to go deeper. Have a good day.